News 15 at 5 begins with breaking news.
Breaking news, 2 tornadoes touched down this election day in Acadiana, including this one you're looking at near Rain. It was captured on video by meteorologist Adam Olivier. Luckily, no major damage from this twister, but that was not the case with the second tornado that hit Basile. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Hummel. We have Storm Track 15 team coverage tonight of the tornado aftermath. Storm Track 15 meteorologist Dan Romano with a look at the trek of those twisters. We'll check in with Dan in just a moment. But first, let's get right to News 15's Dracar Francois. He joins us live in Basile, where 3 people were injured after an EF-1 tornado slammed into a meat market. Dracar.
Yeah, Jim, actually to start off today, it was actually a quiet day, then turned into chaos, and that, guys, as you can see right here, it went right back to quiet. But early on, there was a tornado that came through the town of Basile, and it even hit right here. Guys, look, take a look at this. This is Ray's Specialty Meat Market here in the town of Basile, and as you guys could keep taking a look right here, people were actually standing right here where you guys are seeing on your screen, where multiple people were hurt in the tornado. Tornado tore through Basile, leaving trees down and property in ruins.
And it crossed the road, and when it crossed the road, it hit right here, and that was it. It said, poof! I heard it in the truck. I said, oh, look at the building over there. It tore all the building up. And I said, man, I hope my sister-in-law is good.
Sally Caesar, Johnny Caesar's sister-in-law, was one of the multiple people who were injured while standing inside of this building, Ray's Meat Market. The 95-mile-an-hour wind tore through the cinder block part of the building, and the destruction only took seconds.
And when I looked out, I saw the roof on this building come off. I saw some coolers flying. I saw the tornado. I saw debris in the air. In a matter of seconds, it was all over with. What hurts me the most is my dad had this built and opened in October of 1962. And it's been through a lot, but this took it down.
Folks in Basile say losing Ray's is a big blow to the town, but it might only be temporary.
Well, we have to wait on insurance, insurance adjuster to come out and go from there. And then we have to evaluate all our options. So what we're going to do in the meantime till we can get rebuilt.
All right, stand by. Now, guys, the owner of the meat market here in Basile says that they are now in rebuild mode, and in the meantime, they will be looking for another building to have their business in, so that way they can still make money and still pay their workers and still keep things going as usual. Live in Basile, I'm Dracar Francois for News 15.
We continue our team coverage now with Storm Track 15 Chief Meteorologist Dan Romano. And Dan, you have the latest on the path of that twister that hit Basile.
Yeah, first and foremost, let's take a look back in time. This is earlier this morning, radar imagery between 7:45 and 8:30. And again, this is the thunderstorm that's a little bit to the east of the main complex that was to the west. This is the thunderstorm that rolled through that produced that tornado just on the western edge of Basile. Now we're going to switch it up, take a look at velocity. This kind of looks at the direction of the particles falling from the sky and in the direction that they're moving. And right where the green and the red come together, that's a good indication of a tornado that touched down. And that's what we saw here almost right along the parish border. So zooming in, here is the official track according to the National Hurricane Center, dropping that tornado down near Log Cabin Road, sending it across Highway 190 and then Stage Avenue, I should say, before lifting up and moving higher in the sky as it kind of crossed up to the north. It was a rated EF-1 tornado with maximum peak winds of 95 miles per hour. The width of this tornado, about 150 yards. Now keep in mind, we saw the destruction that this tornado did. Knock down that cinder block wall in that storefront. That's pretty impressive. But granted, an EF-1 tornado was a relatively weak tornado. So that goes to show that even a fairly weak tornado can do a lot of damage.